So I really have to talk about my first manga I've ever read, and it was Happiness, and it's a horror manga that's apparently underrated. Like, not a lot of people know about it till the anime man. 1 month ago, I read this about a month ago because I saw this video, and it made me want to read this manga so bad. And it's called The Scariest Horror Manga You Never Read. And in it, he talks about a few other horror mangas, but he talks about Happiness. And I just really wanted to read it after watching that video. I'll read the synopsis they have instead of me explaining it. So the synopsis is, Makoto Okazaki is an unpopular high school student who is frequently bullied by some other classmates, being forced to act as their errand boy, but his drastically changed one night when he's attacked by a mysterious girl who plunges her teeth into his neck and begins drinking his blood. Upon satisfying her craving, she offers Makoto a simple choice: become like her or die. When he wakes up in the hospital after an encounter, Makoto is unable to deal with the blindingly bright lights and finds that water cannot quench his thirst. So, if you couldn't tell by that, it's a horror manga about vampires. And it is probably one of the goriest, most gruesome, bloodiest manga, or I was going to say manga I've ever read. This is only manga, but compared to the animes, this is definitely the goriest. I really wish there was like an anime of this. That would be so cool, because it would be my first time like comparing a manga to an anime. Like, that'd be pretty cool, but this is still the only one I've read, and I don't know if an anime is ever going to come out for this, but it would be awesome if they did. But let's get back more into the story. So yeah, Makoto, he's bullied like crazy. He has like one friend at school, and they're not even like that close of friends. And then one day, he's attacked by a vampire, and then turned into a vampire. But no one knows. No one really knows what vampires are. There's only like the government people. They're like the only people that know, and they just like hide it from everyone else. So he's turned into a vampire, and then at school he just starts going crazy because he needs blood, but he doesn't know he needs blood. But he smells this delicious smell at school, and that's blood, and he like almost starts attacking people. But this girl, Goya, what's her name? What's her name? Gosho, like, gives him a hug, and then he comes back into reality. And then they become friends, and also, Okazaki, or Makoto, I don't know which one he's, like, called by more. He becomes friends with the bully, the one kid that would bully him. And that is, what's his name? Oh, Yuki right here. They become friends, and because Yuki didn't really have that much friends. He just had his girlfriend, and that's it. So he's kind of like Okazaki. Yeah, that's all I'll say, because if you read this and you experience it without knowing like the crazy parts, like the whole second half is insane. So much gore, so much blood. It's insane. I really didn't expect where the story was going to go. I honestly thought it was going to go one way, but it went the complete opposite direction that I thought. I will say, for Okazaki being the main character of the story, like, you don't see him that much in the second half, honestly. Like, there's a part where something happens, then you don't see him till like towards the end. It's like, I thought this was about him, but it was, I guess, not. And the author of Happiness is Shuzu Ushimi, and I think Joey, the anime man, said that he was underrated. Like, not that much people read his stuff, but it's good. That's what he was saying. And from Happiness, it is good. It is not a 7 score. That is a 9. And it's so good. I don't know how. It's a lot of 8s and 7s. I'm kind of surprised. Because I thought it was really good. If you're looking for like a horror manga, read Happiness. Because I got no other manga to recommend you. But it actually is good. Like, especially if you like horror. Like, I haven't read or watched any like horror anime or anything. Maybe like kinda for some shows. I don't really know like if it would be classified as horror. And I forget what it's called. I think there's one show. I don't know, but I didn't really like it. I didn't really like horror. Like, I don't really like horror anime or movies, I guess. But this horror manga, really good. Would recommend. And it is only 50 chapters. I didn't realize how much quicker I can go through a chapter. Like, I went through this whole series compared to an anime. Usually I read kind of slow, but manga goes by pretty quickly, honestly. So that 50 chapters went by pretty quick. There's 10 volumes, and yeah, you should read it.